Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 96th episode of Hunter x Hunter. And last episode, we had our much dreaded meeting reunion between Gon and Kite, right? And that did not, I mean, I guess it could have gone worse, but it still was not pleasant to watch for anyone, really. But it's something that couldn't be avoided forever, I understand. But, and I mean, can we save Kite? I mean, I hope so. Like, he's still alive, sort of, barely. But there's hope there, right? And we also have the whole thing with what do they call it? Paging the country, like their celebration in 10 days. We got their leader being like a literal puppet, and you know that whole thing going to be used as like a cover for the screening of Nen users because the bad guy wants those tasty Nen users, and that's kind of where we're at right now. Gon's got his power back, which is pretty cool. So you know, hopefully good things can happen. So let's get into the episode and see how things go. So 3, 2, 1, play. I mean, Yuma, I guess that's one word for those things. That makes sense. They do like killing people. Just like a lobster man. Pretty sure I don't recognize most of these ones. Like him I recognize. Just straight up interviewing him, really. Eventually, I'd just be worried he'd bite my head off. I would not interview him. I mean, he's clearly a big talking lion man. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Interview may not have been the best idea. No kidding. Oh, okay. Wow. Wow, this is... I did not expect to see them. That's a thing. Yeah, they still exist. Cool. I mean, didn't even think about it, but they might actually do something in the situation. I mean, good for us, bad for us. It's hard to say, but they'll do something. Even you can kind of see like his little cage briefly in that shot. Well, then I know how important that cage would end up being. A lawless home. Titles always sound so much better in Japanese. I missed her. Probably. Fair enough. That would be preferable. But they all want to start their own thing, so... Right? For sure. So the takeaway is you should be more willing to share information with other countries. It'll save your life. Yeah, home sweet home. I do remember them talking about this back during the, their arc. $300 for the Spartans. Yeah, that's an interesting problem. Would you like to elaborate? Oh, I think I've been elaborated. Yeah, I mean, does it move? If it moves, I see the problem. Right. That sounds pretty messed up. Okay, well, I guess we got a goal now. That's unfortunate for you. You say paradise, but do you know what that word means? Hello? What do we have here? Like a heart on her tail? I see. Well, I mean, how's this gonna go? It's either go very poorly or very well for him. Right in the neck. So I guess this is how the transformations happen? Oh god, that is horrifying. Uh, Bingo, huh? I don't remember the green and the blue one. Sexy Stinger of Rebirth. Is that really what it's called? Queen Shot. Sexy Stinger. I mean, if anyone can handle this, these guys should be able to. I mean, they're pretty good. We've seen what they can do, so they're kind of on our side now, right? In this conflict, at least. Yeah, I mean, they're clearly not too worried. Solid strategy. Oh, aye. Should have expected that. And then there's that one. Just fanning her queen. Oh, what is she doing down there? Oh, okay. The queen doesn't see, quote unquote, doesn't seem too worried, but that may change. Because, I mean, these guys are pretty good. Hopefully that thing dies. I mean, hopefully they all die, but, you know. Get my attire. I swear that top is gonna break at any minute. It can only hold back that force for so long. Okay, Mummy Man, let's see what you got. I don't remember their names. It's been too long since I've seen them do anything. Well, you may be disappointed with how this encounter goes. This man's got a lot of holes in him. makes him aerodynamic, right? Like a paddle, you put holes in it for less wind resistance, so he should be pretty fast. This is the dance of my people. What do you think? Speaking of wind. Okay, sudden backstory. Sure. Kyuu don. Jeez, what is wrong with these people? That is... oh god. Okay then, I mean... this is a weird tribe. Just voluntarily giving yourself a bunch of holes, just... I wouldn't do it. I've got enough holes as it is. Ow. Well, that probably hurt. So, what'd you think of that? Well, I'm surprised the blood just doesn't leak out. Yeah, I didn't think it would be enough to finish him. You have a lot of nerve laughing at a mummy man with boxing gloves and holes in him. Sticks and stones. Got a needle. So, pretty smooth transition to the other fight. Oof. Well, it was just the clothing. Yeah, I remember his ability of, like, controlling people. That's not great odds. But I've seen shonen protagonists deal with worse odds and succeed, so... it's pretty agile. Ooh, I think we got it. It's so weird to root for the Phantom Thieves. But, I mean, that's the position we're in right now. Oh, is he not controlled? I mean, he does probably have different biology than he's used to. That might be a factor. He must be. Oh. Clearly this was a 2-on-1 fight to begin with. Is that important? Okay, that makes sense. I mean, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah, that too. That's what I noticed first, yeah. The guy literally walked out holding a controller. So how do you get out of this one? Because that's probably pretty sharp. I mean, we know it's sharp. Are we gonna have to use that? Next fight, who's up against him? His turn. Again, I don't remember the names, but it's him. Yeah, Kage for a glorified ant. A classic. Punch it till it dies. Okay. He's actually sweating. He knows. He knows this guy is no joke. Just feel the energy. Soon you'll really feel it. Well, no take-backs. Oh god, jeez. I think he's dead. So that did it, right? He's not getting back up. Okay, Tagoro. Well, that takes care of that. What next? Wonder who's the closest to getting to the queen. I wonder who will get to the queen first, rather. The spider. Ooh, god, that's really sunk in there. Although he doesn't seem too concerned. Wow. So, what's our plan here? Good for you. Oh, a backup antenna? Oh, he stabbed himself. Okay, that's a bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off. Yeah, apparently it makes him go Super Saiyan, so... I don't know exactly how that works, but if it works, let's do it. Yeah, I definitely did not expect this. That just looks like a lot of power. Oh god, I think he just killed him. Just like, instantly. Well, I mean, he didn't look that tough, so... I guess it's not too surprising. So that's autopilot mode, just straight up Super Saiyan. But that looked exactly like Super Saiyan form, like, not an exaggeration. The hair went up and everything. Yeah, definitely like a trump card last resort kind of thing. Is that bad? What am I looking at? Did like a piece of him get lodged into his back or something? I'm not sure what that was. But anyway, other fight. That is just really gross. Oh, that's another... Okay, so they all have it. What exactly does that mean, though? Like, it looks like it's made of paper. It's like a tag you pull to release something, or... I got no idea what that is. Anyway, more importantly... Or are they all just straight up made of paper? I mean, that's probably not the case, but I guess it's just, that'd be funny, though. It's, I guess, just like a communication thing. That would be funny, though. Just all of them are made of paper just purely for and scouting. That would have been a great little reveal. I don't know how that would work, but I had that play out in my head and just was really funny. But again, let's pay attention. Wow. Yeah, I definitely like her as a character, her design. Let's see what she can do. Okay, I mean, do you like paper cuts? It didn't seem to do a lot, but it's got to be more to it. Yeah, just, man, look at those fan movements. It's great. Ooh. I mean, she keeps doing that. Haven't seen an effect yet. Well, she can do that. That didn't help. That's a weird flex, but okay. That's all she needs. So. What about more paper? Did he just die? Or at least lose an arm, yeah. Paper cuts can be pretty deadly. She is a little bit scary. Oh, that was a cool transition. So. Are you ready for rain? Because he is. Thank you for that. Not much room for her to hide anything. Maybe like one spot. And she is not, so. She just got her, what was it called? Sexy something something stinger? Yes, this man. Show him what he can do. He's still a very weird fighting style. It's probably easier said than done, though. So that's your strategy. Just run. I mean, not the worst strategy, I guess. I doubt it'll work, though. Well, few things are. Just bring down the whole thing, that'd be cool. Area effect attack. And we may actually break this whole thing down. I was kind of joking, but man, look at this damage. I think you might be in trouble. Oh, jeez, that's... I was about to say, is that freaking Jupiter? And he confirmed it. That this man's being attacked by Jupiter. That is not a thing I ever thought I would say in my life. But he just got killed by Jupiter. That was really unexpected, actually. But I mean, it worked. You can't knock the attack. I just can't believe it happened. That really did look like Jupiter. Okay. I'm gonna remember that one for a long time. Yeah, Phantom Troop. Did I call them Phantom Thieves before? My bad. I mean, tomato. Okay, I really didn't expect what we got in this episode at all. Like, the Phantom Troop. Like, they were pretty much out of my head for the most part, because we were really done with their arc. But here they are, actually contributing to the overall fight. Like, we are essentially fighting on the same side now, so that's pretty cool. Common enemy and all that. Because they are an enemy against humanity, and they are still a part of humanity, so... no reason why we can't work together. I mean, maybe not directly, but on our own fronts, right? So, it makes sense. I really wish I had a comfortable chair to sit in. Did not really get much going and killer on this episode, but that's fine. And yeah, that's that. Okay, that was the 96th episode of Hunter x Hunter. And like I said, this episode we went to the Phantom Troop, who, I mean, first, before we got to that though, we just kind of like had a bit of an overall not a recap, what's the best word for it? Like the overall situation, the checkup kind of thing of the chimera, the ant chimera things, because they're kind of all over the place. There's been lots of sightings, you know, because they're now becoming more public, more well known, because initially they were just like in a secluded area. They didn't have much contact with the outside world, right? And that's essentially kind of starting to change. Like, you know, so so yeah, people are now becoming aware of them, and they're quickly learning that you do not want to be anywhere near them. Like, I think that one lady learned that lesson pretty quick, right? So that's a thing, right? That's everyone's starting to become aware of this, and apparently they're now starting to attack the neck of the woods of the Phantom Troop, right? So that's a bit of a mistake, honestly, because the Phantom Troop are pretty powerful and they work well as a team, and they have now set their sights on this queen, quote unquote, as she calls herself. And she's got her like little nest over in this area, you know, taking slaves and all that. So we the Phantom Troop are gonna put a stop to that. We just kind of march on in there. We actually straight up get competitive about it, you know, like see who can, you know, as it's a race essentially, right? So we all just kind of like 1v1 our own opponents, and we do pretty well for the most part. Like the enemy's not exactly pushovers, you know, right? But you know, we're the Phantom Troop. We can hold our own. So. Yeah, and some of the Phantom Troop members that I don't think we saw them fight too much before, we get to see them fight here, which is cool. I mean, we got our Mummy Man, we got his full-on backstory, which is just really weird. Like, I mean, now that I think about it, I think I have heard of some maybe somewhat similar tradition of like putting a spike or something inside your body, and over time it like grows. I don't think it was like the whole body like this though. But now that I think about it, I do vaguely remember some kind of tribe doing something kind of like this. I think which is like the ear or something, but I don't know. It's such a vague old memory that I don't know why I'm trying to actually remember it in any detail. But yeah, I think this is based off of something like that, so that would make sense. But just these needles all over your body, just it's just the worst. I would no, that can't be healthy. It can't. But anyway, it's what it is though. I mean, if he's fine having holes, that's what matters. But I would not choose to have holes in my body like that. But I guess it comes down to personal preference, so. We had that. We had our manipulator needle guy, you know. He got kind of pinned down, but then just freaking Super Saiyan his way out of it, which is the best way to solve any problem, I find. You know, and then we had our battle with the Monkey Man. We have our fangirl. Like, has she always been with them? Because I don't really remember her. I feel like I would, but she is a cool fighting style. Like, she's got her fans and the paper and all that. Her paper fan, like, just like cutting up his fancy steel rope, like it's no big deal. That's pretty cool. And just like, yeah, her fighting style is just really great to watch. Just the animation of it, the flow and all that. Just sorry. Hopefully that was not loud. Anyway, just it's fun to watch, right? It's just very, you know, like dance like. So it's cool. Very fancy stuff, very elegant, and then she's also very much ruthless. You can kind of tell the look in her eyes that she has no problem killing an enemy that's in her way. That's for sure, right? So, and yeah, that's basically what it was. Like we got all these little different battlefronts in this hive, and eventually we're all just going to conquer the hive, right? You know. So I imagine by the end of next episode we'll have had this place taken care of. So. It's just cool to see them once again, because the Phantom Troop were a pretty cool little group with interesting characters and abilities and stuff. So getting to see more of that, not only get to see more of it, but see it in a context where it's like actually them helping us, like we get to root for them. That's actually pretty cool. Pretty cool that we get to be in that position. So yeah, I quite like the episode. I think that's the overall takeaway. So that's that. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.